Hello there, Smite fans, and welcome back to another prediction video. This one is going to be covering the Challenger Circuit for this week. This video is going to be coming out on the Saturday. The rosters, I don't think were fully locked in. We didn't know exactly who was going to be where until today, so you'll be seeing this on Saturday, the morning of, just before the Challenger Circuit goes live, and we're going to be starting this one off New Game Plus versus Victoria's Secret. And Victoria's Secret had a very good showing out of relegations last week. They are the only team to have made it from the Combine into the EU Challenger Circuit here. The rest of the three teams you will recognize, although with some roster swaps on some of them. But Victoria's Secret here played very well. That being said, they still have a little bit of work to do and a little bit of work to get done. This, if I remember correctly, we're actually going to be streaming a couple more games than you will be seeing on the season ticket, so this one's going to be a good one for them to learn. And I think there's some others where they have a good opportunity. I think they're going to make the games rough here for New Game Plus, but when you look at it, you just look at the lineup, New Game Plus, even if you look at their coach as well, everything about them is just a stronger team, as much as it hurts to kind of say it. I know Victoria's Secret has a lot of potential, but they have to get there first. And while they did very, very well in relegations and in the Combine, and I do think they're going to be able to perform well enough to cause New Game Plus some trouble, ultimately this one's going to have to be a 2-0 here for New Game Plus. The next one's going to be Novus Orsa versus Cool Name Pending. On the left-hand side, you will notice no roster changes. This is the Novus Orsa that we got to see in those 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however long it was earlier. This split on the other side, you will see, though, Cool Name Pending with a few different members on there, most notably Get Fisher, Zalia joining up, Boss as well, going to be taking that hunter role. That changes a lot of things for this team. They are looking very good. They have a lot of accomplishments. And honestly, even though Novus Orsa was looking very strong, a lot of the players on Cool Name Pending have been able to compete with those members on Novus Orsa. Now that is, in this kind of case, going to give them a little bit of an edge, in my opinion. This is going to be one of those things where I firmly believe that Cool Name Pending here has a little bit more of a chance to maybe take Novus Orsa by surprise with the members that they have on their team. I think they're going to have a little bit of luck coming into this, and I think they should be able to find this one as a split. I don't think they're going to be strong enough to get a 2-0. I think Novus Orsa, especially since they're staying together, is going to have a lot more experience under their belt, but they should be able to, with Cool Name Pending here, at least find one. I think that Novus Orsa might underestimate them, might not do their homework, but Cool Name Pending coming into this one, I think it's going to be a split. Going into Sunday here, we're going to be having a lot of no-logo teams coming up here. Monkey Business going to be staying the same as they were. Tubby Turkeys over here joining us from relegations, going to be coming in. Aquila the Hun, Mango Sham, Glavis, and Awesome Jake, all going to be up there. And this one, again, when it comes down to it, you look, okay, well, how did Tubby Turkeys perform? They did pretty well during relegations, but Monkey Business is another one of those teams that's really starting to look really good. They're getting to this point where, I mean, honestly, you look at it, there are veteran challenger players over on this team, and they all have a lot of work and experience together, and staying together from the last half of the split into this half of the split is going to give them the advantage. I'm going to have to lean in favor of them as a 2-0, just because I feel like while Tubby Turkeys can perform, Monkey Business, I think, is just going to perform better on pretty much every step of the way. And then the last game for this week is going to be SBL Gatekeepers versus A Mighty Storm. Now, A Mighty Storm is a very interesting roster up because this is the one that was listed. I remember seeing Wolfie play, but I don't know if he was a sub, what was going on over there. But it's Ghost, Snackbar, Venenu, Robert Cheeto, and Uzi. And I know Robert Cheeto has to be a rename, but I have no idea who the original player was. That being said, I've seen and I recognize that it is a talented player coming into this one. A Mighty Storm here, honestly, against pretty much any of the other teams, if it was Monkey Business, Tubby Turkeys, I'd probably give them a split against Monkey Business, give them the 2-0 over Tubby Turkeys. But against Gatekeepers, of all people, for a first week matchup, this one's going to be kind of a rough start for them. I think they have a lot of potential. I don't think this is going to be a clean, easy sleep for SBL Gatekeepers, but I do think Gatekeepers should be able to find the 2-0, and that's just going to be because when it comes down to it, they know how to close out games. They have been working together. They are definitely going hard, because with Payne DeViond on your team, you do not slack. You practice your ass off, and I believe that's what they've going to been doing. And when it comes down to it, Mighty Storm, I don't think they're going to be quite in a position to deal with them. I think they're going to be able to do some early game fights, some early game objectives, and potentially transition that even into the mid game, but the late game should be ultimately controlled by Gatekeepers. They're just a stronger overall team, and I think that's what we're going to see here. Of course, this week being the first week back is really going to tell us more about these new teams that are coming in and kind of tell us about what to expect of these teams that had their roster changes. And just as a quick run through, even though it's only 4 games, it's going to be 2-0 for New Game Plus, split between Nova Sorsa and Cool Name Penning, 2-0 for Monkey Business, and a 2-0 for Gatekeeper. So throw that one up on your season ticket. Watch the games starting today, 10:30 a.m. Hi-Res TV, and tomorrow 10:30 a.m. Hi-Res TV. I'll be casting on Sunday, and I am just as excited to watch these games as you are. This is going to be another interesting half of the split. These teams now have 2 weeks to kind of prove themselves before one goes up into relegations trying to fight, or I'm not sorry, not just one. 2 teams, I believe, go up into relegations trying to fight their right to be in the SPL, whereas the other 2 teams will once again get knocked down into relegations and have to fight the Combine players to save their spot or lose it. And we've already seen that has happened this split. Only waiting to see what can happen again. But with that, my name's Gormizer. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you in the next prediction video.